Power is ours.
With moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, my skin was no longer mine.
My active psoriatic arthritis joint symptoms held me back.
Don't let symptoms define you. Emerge as you with clearer skin. With Tremfya, most people saw 100% clear skin that stayed clear, even at 5 years. Tremfya is proven to significantly reduce joint pain, stiffness, and swelling.
Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine.
Emerge as you with clear skin. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
This is KCAL News Mornings.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, July 12th. Welcome to KCAL News at 6 on CBS, also streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Rachel Kim.
And I'm Christine Lazar, and we're going to start off with a check of your next weather with meteorologist Alex Biston.
Hi, Alex. Hi, good morning. Welcome to the weekend. We are here. We have arrived. And, you know, ladies, it's so nice, I have to say, to see the clouds in the morning now.
Yes!
Right? Because last few days it's been so hot. We've been talking temperatures, triple-digit
What a
heat.
change, right?
What a change. You know, we started to feel that shift, and we will continue to feel those temperatures closer to average as we head through the weekend. Live look this morning, Santa Monica Beach, and yes, the clouds have rolled in. Great start to the morning. Temperatures in the 60s to start off the day. Let's go to Los Angeles, downtown under a cloudy sky. Winds out of the southeast at about 7 miles per hour. I've been looking at visibility, not too bad this morning, so that's the good news is if you're hopping in the car and getting on the freeway. Temperatures this afternoon, low 80s, LA, Orange County, into the 90s across the valley, so we're out of that triple-digit territory. 101, though, in the high desert with 80s up in the mountains, so this is a snapshot of today. We'll talk a little bit more about the rest of the weekend and a cool down headed our way next week. Details coming up in just a few minutes. Christine and Rachel, back to you.
All right, Alex, see you soon. Thank you. A major victory for the ACLU and immigrant advocates in court.
A federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to temporarily halt its immigration raids in Southern California. KCAL News reporter Elise Martinez is live outside the federal building in downtown LA with the ruling and the reaction. Good morning, Elise.
Good morning, Christine and Rachel. We are here outside the Roy Ball Federal Building where some of those detainees are being held. And there is a small protest still going on this morning, only about 2 people. But when we arrived this morning around 5:15, there were probably about 10 people, and they were loud and playing music and chanting. You can also see the federal agents there guarding the federal building here. Now, just after midnight, we do have some video. There was a protest here at Commercial and Alameda Streets. About 100 people gathered to protest the recent raids. Now, one protester that we talked to, they told me they saw agents escorting teens and young adults in handcuffs out into the federal building, and that's why they were upset. Also told that a protester was arrested. We're working to get confirmation on that as well. Now, in the middle of all of this, last night a federal judge ruled that the Department of Homeland Security and ICE agents have been violating the law, making stops and arrests like this one in Montebello last month and across LA without probable cause, and also denying detainees legal representation. The judge ordered the department to stop detaining individuals based solely on their race, language, or occupation. Mayor Karen Bass talked to us last night after that decision came down.
I'm excited, actually. I'm excited that the judge understands that what we were doing was fighting for our Constitution and fighting for our democracy and really moving to end the random seizure of people. I mean, it has just been egregious, and you know that. You've seen the impact that this has had on our city. You've seen the empty streets, the empty restaurants, people afraid to go to work, afraid to go to school, and this just had to end.
Not long after the ruling, U.S. Attorney Bill Asali, who oversees Southern California, said in a statement in part, "We strongly disagree with the allegations in the lawsuit and maintain that our agents have never detained individuals without proper legal justification." Now, those restraining orders, which apply to Los Angeles and 6 surrounding counties, are temporary while this case moves forward. In the meantime, it remains to be seen whether the Trump administration will follow what this ruling is. That remains to be seen. Also, coming up at 6:30, we're going to talk to one of these protesters. She says she personally saw with her own eyes those teens in handcuffs. We're working to get more information on that as well. Going to send it back to you.
All right, Elise, thank you so much. Chaos in Camarillo. We now know the feds arrested around 200 people during Thursday's raids at a marijuana grow farm. KCAL's Lauren Posen is at the farm where families of those detained still do not know where their loved ones are.
And I've been like calling his phone, hopefully just like to see if maybe at one point I get like a response, but no, nothing.
Emotionally drained and filled with uncertainty, the family of George Redis says the U.S. citizen and disabled Army veteran got caught up in the escalating tensions Thursday during the raid at Glass House Farms, the largest licensed marijuana grow facility in Ventura County.
He fought for this country. He is an Iraq veteran. He has disabled veteran on his license plate. He fought for freedom for this country, and he's not even free.
His wife says he works as a security guard and wasn't protesting. A Sky Cow caught the moment he came in contact with federal agents. Smoke fills the air as he tries to reverse.
He reversed because he was trying to leave, but no, they broke his window, pepper sprayed him, threw him out, have him on the floor.
The family says he was taken in for obstructing the operation.
They thought he was being stubborn, but he wasn't. He was just engulfed in smoke after that pepper spray. Like, how are you supposed to explain yourself after that? They didn't even let him explain himself. They just threw him on the ground. Plus that his back and neck is messed up.
The Department of Homeland Security says at least 200 people were detained, along with 10 undocumented kids. The feds are now investigating possible child labor, exploitation, and human trafficking. At times, it got violent as protesters threw rocks at the ICE van, smashing the windshield of at least one. President Trump lashed out against the Camarillo protesters, calling them thugs who disrespect law and order. In a post, he said, "I am directing ICE, Homeland Security, or any other law enforcement officer who is on the receiving end of thrown rocks, bricks, or any other form of assault to stop their car and arrest these slime balls using any force necessary." On Friday, families scrambled to collect whatever belongings they could from their loved ones back at the farm. For the Redis family, the pain cuts deeper. Redis will miss his daughter's 3rd birthday, a moment they say should have never been stolen from them.
Like, not right. They straight violated his rights. Like, that's not okay. That is not okay. I'm not okay with this. Please, just let my brother go and let him call us, contact us, something.
Just outside the gates is this small visual right over here. It's for the farm worker. His name is Jaime Garcia, and he got hurt during the raid. His family tells us he remains at the hospital in critical condition. Reporting in Camarillo, Lauren Posen, KCAL News.
And more on that farm worker, Jaime Alanis Garcia. He reportedly fell 30 feet while trying to run away from federal agents. According to an online fundraiser, Garcia's family says doctors do not expect him to survive his injuries.
Also, the FBI is offering a $50,000 reward to find the man who they say shot at agents during that same raid. SkyCal captured the man pointing what appears to be a gun at federal agents, then turning and running.
And frustrated farmers say the Camarillo raid is having a ripple effect on agriculture across the state. The governor's office says about half of all California farm workers are undocumented. And a farmer who represents agricultural producers and workers in the Central Valley says the impact of the raids is devastating.
This cannot keep going. It's not right for the farmers, for them to lose everything they worked so hard for and to throw the workers under the bus because you want to meet 1 million deportations. I get all that. We want all the criminals out. But at what cost do you destroy agriculture? And what cost do you destroy families in rural communities?
That farmers advocate says he wants to sit down and talk with the Trump administration. He says the raids may force some farmers to shut down their operations altogether.
The California National Guard soldiers deployed to help with immigration raids are staying at the Joint Forces training base in Los Alamitos. KCAL's Nicole Comstock met with activists who rallied outside the facility with a message for the military.
Families belong together.